good to have you back on the mirror with Beauty Benjamin. It's been a long while, and it's one thing to take a time off to review, look at what you've done, how far you've done, how far you want to go, and then after the review, you come back in a big way. The mirror, it's an interesting intriguing program that talks about family issues, the things we do at the family level. Whatever you do at the family level transcends to the society. Talking about getting our children right, getting our family right, getting our home right. Things you do, because the family forms a bigger part of the society. If we don't have a family, we do not have a society. If we don't get it right at the family level, we can't get it right at the society, the larger society level. So the mirror is all about, let's get it right from home. They say charity begins at home. What is that thing you're doing at the family level that you think someday we manifest into a larger place in the society? Are you getting it right? Are you doing it the right way? You want to talk about it? You have something that you need people to know. Do you have a topic? Do you have an issue that is bothering you in the society, in Nigeria, even globally? We can talk about it. The mirror is just, you know what mirror stands for? You stand in front of the mirror, you look at yourself. When you think you finish dressing up, and then you stand right there in the mirror, and the mirror tells you, oh no, see, I can see that your hair is not properly done. I can see that your lip liner is not properly done. Okay, there's something in your tooth and all that. That's when the mirror stands to correct, to put you in check, to make sure that you are getting everything appropriately done. That's what the mirror that stands for. And this mirror is here to correct, is here to educate you, is here to inform, to entertain you, to keep you abreast with the happenings, to check you. Let's check what we are doing, because before you go out every morning, you should check yourself in the mirror and say, look, I am okay, I can go out. You don't just dress up and then just storm out of your house and all that without taking a glimpse of yourself. So look, how do I look? Am I presentable enough? Do I stand? If I go out, can I fit into this circle and all that? So the mirror is here to do all of that for you. If you have something to talk about, if you have something you want the government to know, or you want an NGO or anybody to know, let's talk about it on the mirror. The mirror with Beauty Benjamin is here to sell you better, and that we are coming back bigger. Now, you all know that the mirror will be coming to you now live. We're doing it live at the studios, where, as usual, our guests will be coming in to talk, to interact. We also have we'll open up our phone lines as we go on, so that you can have a decent conversation with the end guests and you call it from outside. Now, we'll do all of that, and the mirror will be coming to you every Friday at 10 o'clock on this station. So Fridays 10 a.m. tune into Rstv for the mirror with Beauty Benjamin. You don't want to miss it, because there are a whole lot of juicy stories, information that you need to know, you need to hear, how you're going about it, how you want to go about it, and all that. We'll be bringing all the guests here. And if you think you have a topic, or you think you have what it takes to sit down here and talk, man, hit me right on and let's talk about it. You can follow up. We are on our social media platforms, on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on YouTube. I'll give you all of that as we go on. But for now, today, I want to talk about something that has been trending. Like I said before, they say the way you lay your bed is how you want to lie on. Parents, we are first custodians of our children. Parents are security, we are protector, we are defender, we are lawyer, we are jury, we are mother, we are everything. And it's the way you want to raise these children that they will be raised. God has given them to us. So let us raise them properly. Let's do things that will bring honor to our name, bring glory to God. Let these children be bred in such a way that when they grow, they will not forget their roots, just like the Bible says. We'll talk about the last incident that occurred during the last English that was written just on the 28th of May. An incident occurred in a particular school, as I will give you a little update on that. Then we'll talk about it. I have someone with me in the studio this morning that is going to talk about this matter. We're going to discuss together. We're not talking, we're discussing. Let's analyze, let's see whether we are going the right way or not. But before I do the little write-up I have here of the incident, let's meet my beautiful, she's not a guest, she's a colleague. She's not, I think she's thinking that she wants to call herself a guest. She's not a guest. Come with me, let's meet my colleague here. Are you a guest?
I've been trying
You're
to
just sitting there all
that laughter.
Like,
yeah, I'm a guest.
You.
On the maiden edition of the Mirror. Yes, I'm a guest.
Oh, really? Okay, meet my guests.
Yeah, here is Ubelegit Yera, and I'm glad to be joining Beauty Benjamin on the Mirror. You're welcome.
Welcome to the Mirror.
Thank you.
You look elegant.
Yeah, because I looked at my mirror this morning too, and I
you did.
So thank you.
Okay, that's very nice. That's very nice. Now, before we go into the discussion proper, let me read something here that occurred during the now. You know, people are, some persons want the white body to cancel the English paper, and people are saying, I said no. Because we don't want to look at things, these things will keep coming. So do you want to give it to, if we cancel it and then we do another one again and it happens again, do we keep cancelling? But English was, the white body was swift enough to twist the question around. It didn't happen and it turned. But this particular incident is, that concerns the Mirror, is the parent attitude.
Yes.
That I want to bring to bear now. Let me read up what's happening here.
Go ahead, please.
The West African Examinations Council, WAEC Nigeria, has dismissed widespread social media claims that the 2025 English language paper of the ongoing West African School Certificate Examination has been cancelled. In a related development, the Federal Ministry of Education strongly condemned an incident which occurred at Complete Child Development College, Akure, Ondo State, where suspected thugs allegedly hired by the parent of a student assaulted the vice principal, Mr. Rstv, for performing his lawful duty of upholding the integrity of the ongoing West African Senior School Certificate Examination. Acting Head of Public Affairs of the Council, in a statement, refuted a fake press release dated May 30, 2025, which alleged that the English language exam conducted on Wednesday 28 had been notified and will be rescheduled. She described the cancellation claim as false and malicious, emphasizing that the exam remains valid and has not been cancelled. The council said the source of the false information is unknown, but believes it to be the work of mischief makers aiming to tarnish its reputation and create panic among candidates. All official communication from WAEC is disseminated through our verified social media handles and accredited media platforms, additionally stated. It did also clarify that official press statements are issued solely by its public affairs departments and signed on behalf of the head of national office. Reaffirming its commitment to integrity and service delivery, she thanked the stakeholders for their continued trust over its 73-year history and assured the public of its dedication to innovation and excellence in the administration of examinations. Meanwhile, a press statement signed by Boluwo Fasholade by Director, Press and Public Relations of the Ministry, obtained by this day, commended the quick response of Governor Loki of Ondo State with regards to the Akure incident. The statement read in part: we condemn the swift response of the Executive Governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Lucky, and the State Police Command in arresting the suspect, including Mrs. Dorcas Asija and 4 accomplices. We urge that thorough investigations be concluded and all culprits duly prosecuted to serve as a deterrent. The ministry, under the leadership of the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Mario Tuji Alausa, reiterates its zero tolerance for examination malpractice, intimidation of school staff, and any form of unethical conduct from students, parents, or guardians. Any student found engaging in examination malpractice will face sanctions in line with national examination guidelines. Furthermore, any parent or guardian who enables, supports, or participates in such criminal behavior will be prosecuted under the law. The Honorable Minister stated that all schools are encouraged to promptly report any threats or breaches of conduct during examinations to law enforcement agencies and relevant educational authorities. We are working in collaboration with state ministries of education, law enforcement agencies, and examination bodies to enhance the security and integrity of our examination process. The Federal Ministry of Education stands firmly with the management and staff of Complete Child Development College, and by extension, all education stakeholders nationwide will continue to uphold the values of discipline, accountability, academic excellence, and will resist examination malpractice. So, the whole of this story now, like I said, Mary, starts from home. As a parent, do you think it's proper? Is it the ideal thing to do that you want to aid? Because I am particular about this exam and I want to take this CBT mode of exam seriously. I know it's going to affect schools in communities and rural areas, but something has to be done. Children no longer want to read because they have a faster means. You have parents who want to aid you, so you don't want to read. Now, if you start aiding your 16, 15-year-old child from secondary school, what happens when you get to university? Is it proper for parents to fund their children or aid them in exam malpractice to the extent where you have to bring thugs to come beat up? I mean, it's insane, it's absurd. I'm just thinking about it.
Well, if I want to begin with the background, that's I was raised up by a teacher.
Okay.
And a one-time principal.
Okay.
Retired as a principal. And for one day growing up, my dad has never been a fan of exam malpractice. You will write the exam on your own. Exactly. I don't know how you want to do it.
Exactly.
My dad will not give you 1,000 naira. Okay, this paper is 500, this one is 800. If you're writing what is it, English and math now, we are looking at 1,500, and as far as whatever
you're not serious.
No, not today.
Okay.
So back then, you just know you have to read. You just know you have to study. If it's for you to absent yourself from church activities so that you create more time to read, my dad will make that happen for you. You don't have an excuse why you're not sitting down to read. So this is one parent out of many. So I'm not even used to say, while I was in school, I didn't go the route of saying I want to start sorting, because I know if you're calling home, there is no magic. Nothing is going to happen. Because that wasn't how I was bred. That wasn't how I came up. But for that child who knows that if I call daddy, if I call mommy and ask for this, they know they will provide. They will definitely continue. So there is no need putting in so much work. I knew that wasn't the case for me. I knew my parents were not in support. So I also knew that it's important to sit down, study, and ensure that there's a difference between I did my best and it didn't work,
Yeah.
than I didn't do anything or I was being victimized in the whole. There are situations like that happen. But in this scenario, you did not study,
At
you
all.
did not prepare for this exam, and you're having a parent and a child all in a bit of trying to
Oh,
show your that principle that you're a parent and you can't do it. Talking about violence from home, that didn't happen where I was,
Okay.
because they will flog you, and my dad would ask you, what did you do that made her flog you like that? It's very unfortunate, because I felt that my father would, try to stand up for me. But here was somebody telling me you were wrong. Here was somebody telling me you can't always have it your way. This is why you have to be corrected. He will give you every reason why. But then there is a limit to what such a parent can take.
Yeah.
Because we are keeping quiet doesn't mean we don't know what's happening. We see a lot of parents come out to schools to attack teachers because you have spanked a child. You were not even supposed to spank a child.
But that does
you were
not
not
take-
supposed to do
That does
this.
not
You
take
were not
away the
supposed
place
to
that
do
there are
that.
some teachers who bear their frustrations on children.
From home,
Who've taken all
transfer
of that
their
also-
aggression.
yeah,
Yes, it does happen. It does happen. But there are schools where those things are put at the barest minimum. You
Yeah.
don't just do that and walk away with it. If the school doesn't tolerate it, how much more the parent? But then we also see that in most of such schools, that children from there tend to misbehave a lot. If you look at it very well, because they feel that, after all, you cannot punish me. I've seen a child talk to a teacher like they were pals, because you were being confronted for something that was wrong. So in such scenarios, I'm just trying to bring our attention to the whole training aspect. The mirror is about from family to society.
Yeah.
So coming from family, I've used myself as an example. I wasn't trained like that. Do you think I would now wake up tomorrow and begin to support my child,
Not at
pay
all.
for exams, when I know that I can invest that money to ensure that you learn what you need to learn, prepare you as well as possible,
You can only give what you have.
equip you enough to stand wherever. You know that point where an invigilator comes to you and you see your script is full, and you have gone around and you see that a lot of persons are struggling to write. You wonder, what's this person writing with? I've met such students. You take the paper away from them, give them the next script. It's from the head.
Exactly.
Someone who has copied will not be able to refill that
Not-
script.
this
There
is
is
not
no
possible.
magic. You get that, right?
I have the federal government now, because there have been a lot of miracle centers around the country, and the federal government has said something. Let me bring it out here. So it's not just that we at home as parents, the federal government is also in the matter now. They said the Nigerian federal government has adopted a zero tolerance stance on examination malpractice, promising to prosecute those involved, including parents, guardians, and implementing stricter penalties. This includes a ban for taking further external examinations for students caught cheating, as well as working with various agencies to enhance examination security. Now, these are the key area. Now, the federal government emphasizes zero tolerance to approach examination malpractice, viewing it as a serious threat to the integrity of the education system and as a major impediment to the country's human capital development. Now, the federal government has vowed to prosecute individuals found complicit in examination malpractice, including students, parent, guardians, and any other party involved.
I'm not hearing teachers in all of this.
Okay, Okay, that I'm coming there.
I'm not hearing teachers in all
Student
of
caught
this.
cheating face a 3-year ban across all external examination bodies, including JAM, WAEC, NECO, and NAPTED. Collaborating with agencies, the FG is working in collaboration with state ministries of education, law enforcement agencies, and examination bodies to enhance the security and integrity of the examination process. Establishment of tribunal, the FG is proposing establishment of the National Examination Malpractice